Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his exact feelings about you. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. Meditate here on the three piles and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This would be 1, 2, and 3. Let's get straight into your reading. Hello, beautiful group 1. Welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his exact feelings about you today. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. So I can clearly see here your energy. You're naturally drawn here to your card, Tituba. And this is about you feeling safe. This is about whether or not you trust this guy. Is he someone that you can depend on and rely on? He thinks about that a lot. I do want to point out that Spirit does have a significant message for you that is showing up here before I continue with this person's feelings about you. Spirit has a clear message for you to let you know that, see, you deserve to feel secure. And feeling safe is knowing that your basic needs are met. And feeling safe is feeling at home with your body. Feeling safe is trusting your journey. Feeling safe is feeling free from around those you love. Feeling safe is trusting that the sun will rise again. So if you grew up emotionally, spiritually, or even physically unsafe, Spirit is encouraging you here to reset your default expectations to a healthier vibration. So trust and know that all is well for you and that the universe is conspiring in your favor and that you are loved, guided, and protected. So he thinks about this energy of safety as it does relate to you. He feels like you're protecting yourself. And as you should, because you should always put yourself first. That's something he thinks about. So he's moving a bit slower now. He's not as, brash with his communication or even his attention seeking. I do feel like this person does like to seek a lot of attention from you, and he really feels like you're ignoring him right now because you have better things to do with your time. And those better things start with your self-care regimen, really understanding that you deserve to be treated with the highest and utmost respect. And so he thinks about that a lot. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His exact feelings about you. And you have here the 9 of Wands. Look at the 9 of Wands showing up immediately in the reading after Spirit just gave us that insight. Let me point out here that the feeling safe energy is the goddess Tituba, and it's air energy, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. And it represents this energy significance in his birth chart, or it could be in your birth chart interchangeably in the sun, moon, or rising signs, the 7th house of relationships, or even the planet Venus. But nevertheless, here with this 9 of Wands energy is a very strong confirmation showing up immediately after this message that Spirit just gave you about you deserving to feel safe and to just really trust that you are taken care of. So the Nine of Wands energy is this confirmation here about, there you are keeping and you're maintaining your boundaries and you are persistent with it. And he's confused about, how strong you have become. He's confused about the attention that you're no longer giving him. I feel like you were really just pouring it on him with your attention, with your affection, being there for him to answer his questions, to basically, supply his every need. And he's missing that now. He feels like he can't get through to you. He feels like he cannot, penetrate your spirit, as you are fully aware that you need to be in this place right now of self-protective energy. Thank you, Spirit. His exact feelings about you, his exact feelings. And you have here perseverance, which is the motivation to keep going despite the odds. See, I love the correlation with the perseverance energy. You're pushing forward and you're very strong here. And he knows that. Something about this guy, he does do things that make you question, who you really are dealing with. It makes you question if he's the person you thought he was. And that's what's so confusing about this relationship that you have with him. But nevertheless, even though it's challenging and there's a rivalry that did take place between you two, you are persevering. You're staying focused now. This time, you're staying right on track with your goals, with your dreams, with your health routines, eating healthy, working out, and really just allowing yourself to be around people that appreciate you. So let's get more insight. He thinks about that a lot. Who you're around, who you are associating yourself with. Are you going out on a date with anyone else? He really wants to know these things. So let's get more insight. Let me point out also that Nine of Wands energy, that Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries is quite significant here in the reading. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. Four of Swords. More air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. See, yeah. He feels like you just don't give a ish anymore. You're tired. You're done. You are over it. And you told him those exact words, or you said those words to yourself, like, I am so over it. I quit. I'm done. And that's a good thing, especially if you're dealing with someone or an energy where it feels very heavy and very burdensome. Spirit is encouraging you to give all of your troubles, all of your weight to Spirit, and allow Spirit to carry that load for you. You shouldn't carry the load of someone else's discontent or discord. Thank you, Spirit. Here with the Four of Swords energy, he thinks about how young you look. He thinks about how refreshing you must feel not engaging with him. He really thinks about that. He says, wow, I bet she feels really good. He's not going to tell you that, but he feels like you look really good now. You're just really unbothered. I'm picking up water here as well. Like you're thinking about buying a swimsuit or going swimming. And girl, go ahead on, because that is how you are to raise your vibration, by being fully expressive. He thinks about you in a swimsuit as well. I feel like he told you before that he thought you would look good in a certain swimsuit, things like that. But he doesn't give compliments often, but it's only because he's insecure and he doesn't want you to know how good you look, because he feels like if he lets you know how good you look, then you may leave him for someone else. And that's not true, but that's how he thinks. Thank you, Spirit. Also, here with this Four of Swords energy, what I'm picking up is you just decided to retreat. You decided here to let go, to let bygones be bygones and let whatever happen happen. You cut him off. You went into solitude to take care of you. And he's thinking about that. He's also thinking about what you're doing in solitude. Who are you talking to? That's really what's on his mind, is who are you communicating with? Picking up lots of communication energy here, especially with Gemini being that air sign of communication. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get more insight. His exact thoughts and feelings about you. And you have here the Nine of Cups. With the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Wands. 2 nines. Thank you, Spirit. So the Nine of Cups, he is in his feelings full time right now. He's in his feelings. That cup energy does represent water and emotions. And I picked up water earlier. I didn't think a water card would come out, but it did. So Spirit is showing up and showing out here for your reading. But this Nine of Cups energy, though, you are his wish come true. You are really his wish come true here. And he sees you as really being really good. You're balanced, mind, body, and spirit. He sees you as being in really good health right now and being in a good place. Being in a very good place in your life. He also feels like you're going to level up at some point, as it does relate to your material finances or your material abundance. He does think about that a lot, because you are someone that will not quit, will not stop, can't stop, will not stop, unstoppable. And you are going to go for it, and you're going to do it no matter what. And I saw this with the Perseverance card that did come out moments earlier, which Spirit gave us the insight that you have the motivation to keep going despite the odds, despite the challenges, despite the haters, the naysayers, or the doubters. You are going to win. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you today. And you have here student. So with the student energy coming up, this is really like, you know what? He feels like despite everything that went on between you and him, that you're humble. You're humble, and there's like this humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to like a lifelong learning. You feel like everything is a lesson for you, including this relationship connection. So he does sense that humbleness energy vibe that you do have, and that's that earth grounded energy towards Capricorn and Virgo. I do feel like, and I said I would never hold anything back here, that he has a bit of arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, with the unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. Meaning that he knows what to do, but he refuses to take action. It's something about him that's quite stubborn. He loves to talk, but when it comes to taking action and moving forward, that's just something he's not going to do. But that's something he does see in you. He does see you as being extremely action-oriented. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you today. His exact feelings about you. I intend to co-create from my place of positive attraction. So this is a clear message from Spirit here that, you see, the individual creators who are coming together must be in a place of positive attraction, before you can come together, or nothing positive can come out of the co-creation. And if you are negatively focused and not feeling good, you can only attract others who are in the same state of negative attraction. That is why here, looking for a mate from a place of insecurity or lack of anything can never bring you the mate you really want. But instead, it brings you the one who amplifies your current lack. So because this is a relationship connection, this card is extremely significant here, and it's a clear message from Spirit on how to apply the law of attraction as it does relate to your relationships, whether they're romantic or platonic. So Spirit is encouraging you to stay at that high vibration of positivity, love, unconditional love, forgiveness, and compassion. Even for this person that tends to confuse you, tends to make you think, that you're seeing things that you don't see, or you're understanding things that you don't understand. It's just a lot going on with this guy. So send him lots of love and forgiveness, and always stay positive, because if you always stay positive, you will attract people that will communicate with you with loyalty, appreciation, respect, and love. So group 1, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below, because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful good too. Welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his exact feelings about you. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. So I can clearly see here that your energy, you're naturally drawn here to your card, Queen Nefertiti, which the Queen represents alchemy. I do have a clear message here coming through for you from Spirit, to let you know that, see, you are an alchemist, because you have the power to bend universal energy. So Spirit is encouraging you here to dare to transmute lead into gold by shifting from fear to love. And everything you desire exists in some form of loving energy. So match this frequency. And just see it in your mind's eye first. Imagine it. I am loved fully. What does it look like, taste like, or smell like to be loved unconditionally? I am happy and healthy. See it. I am a money magnet. What does it feel like? That's a clear message that you are in need of to hear from Spirit. So let's continue. His exact thoughts and feelings about you today. Thank you, Spirit. And you have here the Four of Swords. So with the Four of Swords energy, he just feels like he cannot penetrate your energy. He cannot get to you whatsoever. You are so unbothered here. You're relaxing. You're learning to meditate. You're learning to block out any sort of negativity and energy. He sees you as growing right now. He sees you as really evolving in your space, glowing up. The Swords energy does represent the air zodiac signs. And that is very significant with Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius in the top placements of the birth chart. In his birth chart, the sun, moon, or rising sign, that 7th house of relationship, or even the planet Venus, or your birth chart as a confirmation here in this reading. But with this Four of Swords energy, see, you don't mind doing things alone, and he know you don't mind doing things alone. You're not picking up the phone fast or texting him back so fast. You really are just truly in this space where being alone does feel good. And he thinks about that. He also thinks about if you're lonely or not. And if you are lonely, who will you give your attention to? That's something that does concern him. He's wondering if you'll give your attention to someone else, someone better than him, someone that could be more worthier than him. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His exact feelings about you. Achievement. So with the achievement card showing up, you know what? He thinks about whether or not it's something that does relate to your talents, or your gifts, your career, whether or not you'll win an award, an accolade, or a contract. He thinks about that a lot. He knows that you are a high achiever, that there's nothing that you can't do. And anything that you do set your sights on, you are fully capable of achieving. So he sees you as this go-getter, high achiever. I do love how the achievement card laid naturally next to Queen Nefertiti, who is the alchemist. So that's a very strong confirmation starting out here in your reading. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. How does his exact feelings about you? Thank you, Spirit. His exact feelings. Seven of Wands. So with the Seven of Wands energy, oh, he is so passionate about you, so passionate about the things that you're doing, concerned because he feels like it's a challenge just to communicate with you, just to get through to you. You know, he says things like, I just can't get through to her. You know, she's blocking me. So even if you're blocking him like by phone or text, you're blocking his energy. Thank you, Spirit. So with this Seven of Wands energy, this is also an indication that, you know, he fears whether or not there's some competition out there for him. There's some competition. There's someone else that you may find attractive, a lot more smarter than he is. And just frankly, someone that would treat you better. He fears the competition that you may engage with. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His exact feelings about you. His exact feelings. You have here Seven of Wands, twice, two different decks. Thank you, Spirit. And you are group 2. So I do want to point out that the number 2 is very significant here in this reading, and the number 7, because the Seven of Wands came out twice, but 2 different decks. Seven of Wands, Seven of Wands here. Yeah, he's very afraid of the competition. He finds it very challenging to get inside your head, to manipulate you, to control you. That's just not going to happen because you have your high vibrational, good frequency energy popping all the time. So he can't bring you down. He can't confuse you anymore. So that has him puzzled and confused as well. Thank you, Spirit. The number 7 and number 2 is significant here. So those numbers could be a part of your birthday, birth month, or birth year, or even his birthday as well. This is quite significant. So what I do want to point out is that the number 222 and the number 777 is a high vibrational message here from your spirit guides. So it's synchronicity because you have 2 7s. You're the number 2. Thank you, Spirit. 222, 777. You've probably been seeing these numbers lately, and that's because your spirit guides have a clear message for you. So when at the end of this reading, make sure you go look up 222. And 777 and get the message, because there's something additional that your spirit guides do want to tell you. And what's quite intriguing is that the Seven of Wands laid naturally next to the first Seven of Wands. So this is a clear message for you to continue to level up, continue with that glow up, because he's bothered about that glow up. But girl, you better do you. You better keep glowing. Yes, let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His exact feelings about you. You have here the Knight, loyalty, see, romance. chivalry, a love of honor. See, he's concerned. He's concerned about this knight in shining armor coming in, sweeping you off of your feet. You are no longer looking at him. You are no longer concerned with what he's doing. He's at this point, he's just a cute little memory. He's a cute little memory in your past when this knight does show up here. Thank you, Spirit. But I do want to point out that, you see, where he went wrong is that he practiced this allegiance to a destructive ruler or principle, like with romantic delusions, trying to play games, trying to be like something he's not, instead of really being vulnerable and being intimate with you and being honest. He did the opposite of that. And so that's something that really did frustrate you, but it helped you. It helped you a lot. So this relationship was meant for you to experience, because this relationship is about growth here. It's a part of your purpose, because it allows you to tap in to self-love, self-courage, self-respect, unconditional love, and really align with source energy, so that you know who you are. And then when you know who you are, you know what you want. And then when you know what you want, no matter who comes towards you, you will only accept the energy of those that show that reciprocity, energy of appreciation, affection, love, loyalty, and dedication. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you. His exact feelings. What are they, Spirit? There are many right ways for us to behave. So with this message, this is a clear message from Spirit to you. Spirit wants you to know that, you see, it is possible to live upon this planet with a large number of other beings who believe and behave in a variety of ways in peace. And when you are able to focus in such a way as to allow your alignment with the source, even through others who are choosing to behave differently than you are choosing, then you will truly be free from the bondage of attempting the impossible task of getting everyone to agree on one right way. Because one right way would lead to endness, and many right ways allow eternal expansion. And Spirit is giving a clear message here that allow this guy to be himself, to be fully expressive as himself. Because there is no wrong way, there is no right way, but there is a right way for you. There is a right partner for you. Whether it be a romantic relationship or a platonic friendship, there is still a right people for you. And there is a right person for this person. So send this person lots of understanding energy, compassion, and even love, forgiveness. Always vibrate on that high frequency so that you can allow the really beautiful things in life to come to you. There are relationships here for you that really work out quite nicely, filled with that loyalty and that romance. Remember, the Queen Nefertiti energy here, the alchemist, is a part of your vibration. And I do feel that you are really on a path of achievement here, where you're really set to win an award, an accolade, or a contract. And it's really because you've tuned in to who you truly are, and you accepted the greatness that is born within you. Thank you, Spirit. So Group 2, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below, because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful Group 3, and welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on his exact feelings about you today. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. I can clearly see here your energy. You're naturally drawn here to the card representing the goddess Atit. This is about your value and worthiness. What he feels is that you have raised your standards, that you will no longer stand for or tolerate anything other than what you deem as value for you. Also, I have a clear message from Spirit for you. And Spirit is coming through so strong here. Spirit is really wanting you to know that really it's a clear message coming through to stop hiding, shrinking, and playing small. Stand tall like the majestic sycamore tree because you are mighty. Life does not need to be perfect for you to embrace your own perfection. You matter. And worthiness is in your veins. So accept yourself now. Because you see, your birth certificate says that we need your overflowing magic, joy, vulnerability, and most importantly, we need you. You are deserving and worthy. See, the beautiful parts of you is that everyone likes are worth loving. The parts that you often dislike are worth loving too. Your Creator loves you unconditionally. So that is a clear message coming through from Source. Thank you, Spirit. So he feels like you've just really raised your standards. You have lifted the bar. And if he's going to be a part of your life, communicate with you, and deal with you, he has to already come equipped with that standard. You do not have time to teach him anything, to educate him on anything, to show him anything. He must already be there. He must find it within himself. And it's not your job to teach him or show him anything. So that's something you have come to the realization of as well. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His exact feelings about you. You have here the Six of Cups. I love the Six of Cups showing up. Thank you, Spirit. This is emotion. He's very sensitive about you. You know, when he thinks about you, it's very sensitive. It's very touchy-feely. He wants to cry, but he has this like hard demeanor exterior. He refused to cry, but I feel like he's crying on the inside. The Six of Cups energy, the water energy, does represent that Scorpio zodiac signs, as well as Cancer and Pisces seen here. The Six of Cups energy is definitely a clear indication that he wants a reunion, or he wants to get together with you. He wants some sort of reunion or to get together with you right now. Thank you, Spirit. That's really what's on his mind, to reconnect with you. So let's get more insight. But he's kind of unsure whether or not you want the same thing. So let's get more. Thank you, Spirit. His exact feelings about you. The festival creates an energetic blueprint for a fantastic event. There's something significant here about a festival that maybe you may have discussed with him, or he thinks you're going to a festival. There are lots of festivals going on this spring and right before the summer, depending on where the festivals are. Some could be in the Caribbean or some could be in the United States. But there are many festivals, and he thinks about you in a festive way. Thank you, Spirit. And I love the festival card showing up because it's a clear confirmation here with the goddess Atit. Because here in this card, it's like she's abundant here and she's at a festival. There's something very festive about her energy. Thank you, Spirit. So that's a very strong confirmation here. He feels like you set the bar and you set the tone for that energetic blueprint. You know, he feels like he can really have fun with you, like really have a good time. He thinks about your laughter and how, you know, you're able to just really have a good time no matter where you are in a certain space in your life, no matter what path you're on. You always tend to, you know, be able to see things on the bright side and just celebrate life wherever you are. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you today. His exact feelings. King of Wands. So with you having the King of Wands here, he is afraid that you're going to meet someone totally opposite, totally different from him. He feels like this person is going to show you something very new, very fun, and very exciting. I do love the King of Wands showing up, laying naturally under the festival card that you do have. Thank you, Spirit. That's a nice confirmation there. And specifically here with this King of Wands energy, he thinks about the person that you're going to meet is going to be very bold, very charming, the opposite of him. And he worries about that because he feels like this person also will have power, the power to assist you, to help you do what it is you want to do without a second thought or a second chance. Some things that he could not do. He could have done them, but he just thought too hard. This guy was always in his mind, in his head. So that's why he's worried about this guy here showing up, this king. Thank you, Spirit, this king that will know your value and see your self-worth. And then he feels like it'll be too late for him. He'll be out in the cold. You'll kick him back to the streets. It's what really will take place. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get more insight because maybe it's not meant to be anyway because everything is energy and everything is magnetic. And we attract what we are, not what we want. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And because you have leveled up, you know your value and your worthiness. Of course, you'll connect with this amazing King of Wands here. So bold, gorgeous, a fierce, charming, and a leader. Will show you exactly who you are. This King of Wands will appreciate you. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. His exact feelings. His exact feelings about you. Thank you, Spirit. The Magician. You have the Magician card. You know, he really knows this about you. He feels like you're just really in this space where you're able to turn your visions into reality. Because you have tapped into that focus, that creativity. You have that inspired action. You're inspired to create. You don't have to feel frustrated about creating. Your mind is not on him so much that you forget to do what you need to do for your day-to-day, a goal setting. So he knows you're bad. You're a baddie. That's how he sees you. He sees you as this baddie that's really like you're going places, exciting, meeting new exciting people, doing exciting things, being creative, making money, honey, standing out. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. His exact feelings about you. His exact feelings. Thank you, Spirit. A Knight. Look at the Knight showing up. Where Spirit just gave us that insight moments earlier where He will be pressed. He is pressed that you're going to meet this beautiful knight in shining armor. Loyalty, romance, and chivalry. That love of honor that will surround you, that high vibrational lover's energy. He knows this is going to take place without a shadow of a doubt. He knows it. And see, that's why he's kind of salty too. That's why he really wants to reunite with you, because he wants to look at you and look in your eyes to see if you're really happy. But you happy. You're very happy. You are happy, 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 for real happy, not play happy. You are happy. And he wants to look in your eyes to see if you're happy. He doesn't have to worry. You are happy because, see, you know what he did? He played these like delusional love games. You know, playing games. You didn't know whether he was sincere or at times, and you just got tired of it. So no wonder he's worried. And as he should be, because you're going to attract who you are. And because you have raised your standards, you know who you are. That's how the universal laws are set up. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. His exact feelings about you. And you know what? I'm going to go with the card that stood out at the top. I can stop attracting don'ts once by attention to do once. And let's see this clear message here that Spirit has for you. Spirit really wants you to know here today that you cannot rid the world of things that bother you. You have got to rid your vibration of things that bother you. And when you rid your vibration of the things that bother you, no things that bother you can come. But you cannot really rid anything from your vibration, because there is no exclusion in this attraction-based universe. You see, the only way to stop attracting something that you don't want is by giving your attention to something that you do want. But you have to take small steps. And Spirit is aware that you are on this journey of tapping in, being fully present in the moment, and really understanding energy, vibration, and frequency, that you're practicing on focusing on the things that you do want. So, because you want a loyal, romantic mate, that's very exciting and fun and different, someone that radiates with your energy, then Spirit is giving you this clear application to follow. So just focus on that. And it's practice. It's practice. And no doubt that you'll have challenges, and sometimes you'll think of things you don't want, but gently switch your energy back to the things that you do want until it becomes a habit. You can feel your vibration shifting by the way that you feel. So if you feel good, you know you're in a good space, okay? You know you're in that space for allowing and attracting whatever it is that you want. And if you don't feel good, you know that is your indication, that is your light switch coming on. When you don't feel good, that, maybe I should change my thoughts. Maybe you should switch your energy to an ideal or to a thought that feels good. So that's a clear application here from Spirit. Group 3, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below, because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy.